After my shit post a few days ago, I think maybe I should take a realistic look at the update. Realistically, I think there's only three paths that Valve is really going to follow here. The first being an update centered around the Heavy and his playstyle, seeing as how it's grown stale. Or the second one, some sort of an update regarding bots, which I find the most likely. And the third one, possibly addressing competitive right now. I really doubt we'll get any real news until the update is actually here, but seeing as how they haven't communicated so far, the only information we've got is from a leaked interview. Wasn't supposed to be an announcement, but it just so happened to get leaked. I mean, we don't realistically know that this update is coming soon. We just know that the Tf2 dev team has a couple things in mind for the future, at least. That being said, I think it'd be fun to take a look at what updates this possibly could be. The first possibility, of course, is the long overdue Heavy update. I mean, we've been waiting for this one for a while. Heavy's in dire need for a couple of alternate playstyles. Almost every class at this point has a couple of subgenres, and with Heavy, you're basically stuck with Tomislav or stock if you're trying to get any real work done. I'd like to see some sort of a shield or buff character, but that'd likely throw off balance, so let's take this suggestion with a grain of salt. I'd also like to see a frontline crossover if they decide to update the Heavy's playstyle. A lot of the frontline content actually looks really, really good. It fits the art style well, and the community's worked hard on it. I think the tank payload cart thing is really cool, as well as the mines, although I could find that getting a bit annoying on certain maps. Anyways, wrapping it up, although this update may not be the best for the game in terms of playability due to the bots still being rampant, I think it'd be really interesting to see Heavy be given a couple of subclasses to play with. Moving on to the next update, or rather removal of all of these damn botters, for Christ's sake. It is impossible to play casual right now with a good group of friends, especially on 5CP or King of the Hill maps. For some reason, it seems most of the bots are on either King of the Hill or 5CP, just spin botting at the center and clogging up servers. This update would do a lot to make casual play a lot better, and hopefully would bring a couple more long-term players back to the game who have quit since the bots invaded. I do really hope that whatever they do is not too heavy-handed, because I would hate to see a bunch of free-to-plays unable to talk or anything as they are now. I hope they find some sort of a way to find out who's a bot and who's a legitimate free-to-play, because I started as a free-to-play, and I know if I had the experience they have right now, I probably wouldn't have kept playing Team Fortress 2, not being able to talk and chat or anything. But, I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to clean it up. I really think this would probably be the best route for everyone. Even though it doesn't involve a lot of new content, we'd be able to enjoy the game a lot more. And probably the one you didn't expect coming in last is a competitive overhaul. I don't know if the current development team has the same goals as the last development team, but I know that competitive place really was a deal during Meet Your Match, and during the Pyro update they did some competitive changes as well. I feel like no matter which update we get, we're probably going to get a couple of competitive changes rolled out. I would like a bigger map pool. Right now, playing King of the Hill and 5CP or Capture the Flag over and over really is not great for anyone. I mean, I love playing Soldier, Scout, and Demo and all that. The meta's fun, but it gets stale after playing it for about 40 matches. I want to be able to off-class as Engineer for once. And even if they do change the map pool, I really don't know how new players are going to get into competitive, since casual is so different. They really need like a separate casual mode with no random crits, no random spread, and probably a lower player count so you can focus on team fights a little bit more. But anyways, that is the three routes I see the TF2 development team going. They probably could do two of them. I doubt they'll do all three. I would probably see a competitive change no matter what if the development team is still hoping that works out. I'm really hoping the bots get fixed, but at this point, nothing's a given. For all we know, they might
updated the localization file.
But you know, whatever. Comment what you think will happen. I mean, I really enjoyed scrolling through the comments on the last video and seeing people get mad at me for shit posting or complaining about Valve in general. Anyways, see ya.